At Dentist Job Connect, we love to bond dentists together to help practice owners and associates share in the joy of what I call dentisting. I'm thrilled to be with one of our awesome practice owners today who you're going to meet in a minute. But I want to share, if you're looking to hire an associate, you can text hire to 215-798-9897. If you're looking for a job, you can text job to 215-798-9897 to check out our open associate dentist positions, or reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com. I'm thrilled to have on the show our dentist of the day, Dr. Tom Baggett, and he is going to share what he does in his day-to-day to help patients. Tom, tell us a little bit about your dental practice.
Hey, Paul. Well, thanks for having me on the show. Our dental practice is in Springfield, Missouri. We are Many Dental Implant Centers of America. We have probably about 70 to 80 other offices nationwide, but I happen to own this particular location. And we have really been inundated with patients that are excited about mini dental implants. And my schedule is full. I'm booked out for about 4 months right now and trying to find some relief.
And you know what's hard about being a dentist, no matter what type of practice, and I've been in those situations, you say to a patient, hey, you will benefit from this thing we can do, but you can't get it for 5 months. And it's just a little deflating. So, and I'm going to just share, people can text Springfield to 215-798-9897 to apply to this position. I see that you guys are 100% fee for service practice.
We are 100% fee for service, and we collect 100% of the fee before we start the job.
Awesome. I think that's really an amazing thing to highlight, because I've been in network with dental insurance. Currently, I'm out of network with dental insurance. I don't recommend people drop all their plans. I don't recommend they sign up for plans, but I do recommend they make a plan about your plans, because it can drive you nuts. So you said where you're located. Just remind us again, which part of Missouri you're located in?
We are in the southwest corner of Missouri. We're about 35 minutes north of Branson, Missouri. Everybody knows about Branson.
Yeah.
And we're actually, that's part of our territory, and we're looking to open another office down there.
So you're having, tell us the why behind your associate. From what I've heard so far is that you're booked out for 4 months, and it sounds like you have some growth plans. Keep us update us on the why.
Sure. Well, I've been practicing for 42 years, so I'm kind of running out of real estate. Yeah. I would like to have another doctor or two just come into the practice to continue the growth of the practice. But I'm at the point of cutting back myself. So I really need somebody to step in pretty soon that really wants to have a career. This is kind of a combination between a prosthodontic practice and an oral surgery practice. Cool. A lot of things together. But the one thing that we don't do in my practice currently, and we're open to it in the future, if somebody really wants to do root canals or they want to do fillings, that's all fine. We just don't do it. I don't have time for it. So we focus on placing implants. And I think last year, or each year we've been there, we've probably placed 12 to 1,500 implants, and that's in 2.5 days a week.
I think it's awesome. And truly, dentists in dental school, we get kind of taught like everything's wrong, kind of negative. I always think implants, they're so positive. It's like a whole extra set of bionic shark teeth. I mean, I place implants and learned it. I don't place them anymore, but I did it for years. And I mean, they transform patients' lives. We do so many things that are frustrating to patients, Dr. Tom. I just kind of want you to highlight, what kind of impact does this have on the lives of your patients?
Well, it truly does have great impact on their lives. They're so excited when they get up out of the chair. I never got hugs for root canals or doing fillings, but you really almost have to run away from people because they want to hug you and kiss you. They're just, their lives are changed. They're so happy. They can go out and eat the foods that they love to eat. They can smile with confidence, and you're in the middle of making a huge transformation in their life, and probably even more so than we even realize. Their families send letters, and we get all kinds of foods, cookies, and flowers into the office thanking us. And it's just, it's a joy to work with these people.
That's why I like to educate on these podcasts and shows. I mean, how many times have been thanked for a Class 2 composite? What's less than never? What's less than never? But, how many times, like you said, you get hugs, and the patients say those magical words, I wish I did it sooner, right? I wish I did it sooner.
Yes, absolutely.
And it's why we became dentists. So now let's go back to this job. Tell us how your associate will be compensated, and just reinforce what procedures will they be expected to do.
Sure. I don't expect a new dentist coming in to place implants at the level that I've been placing implants. We want to be a mentor. We want to bring them in and teach them the proper way to place these implants so that they have longevity, successful cases, successful outcomes. It doesn't benefit any of us to just go put implants in and not know where we're headed with that for the future. The compensation is very good. They will, I mean, you always can look at percentages based on what are the other benefits, and the benefits are going to be good, and the compensation is very good. We expect someone to come in if they've got a couple of years of experience behind them, earning about $1,200 a day as a base, and we'll compensate them on percentage wise. Shortly after that, there'll be full compensation, full percentage, beginning probably 4 to 6 months out.
And we know another thing I like to share to educate is when you're doing implant cases, which comes with extractions, could come with bone grafting and prosthetics, it is not, it's fairly simple to produce $10,000 in a day, right? And, it's possible to really be patient-centered and productive with dental implants. And it's a lot more fun to do than class 2 composites. Doesn't mean you never have to do them. Just means I think it's awesome you're offering this to your associate dentist.
$10,000 is a very easy day. Again, because we collect 100% in advance of production, collection always runs in advance.
Yeah,
but I kind of call it a day of sales. And for example, we've had 2 days just recently that were $96,000 days.
That's awesome.
So the days of production have to catch up with the collection at some point. So $10,000 days are really easy to do.
And I'm so inspired to be interviewing you. I want to spend a few extra minutes. When did you graduate from dental school, Dr. Tom?
In 1982, I graduated from LSU School of Dentistry, and a week later, my father sent me into a room to go do an implant.
And I would like to make myself feel better. I was born in 1977, so I was 5 when you graduated, but I've been a dentist for 20 years. And you said something that I would like to point out. You said a day of sales. And my philosophy is, if it doesn't help, it doesn't matter. Be proud to sell help. Implants help, be proud to sell them. Why do you think dentists get such a warped vision of selling things? Is it dental school? Is it how we're made to feel? I'm proud to sell implants to my patients. I'm proud to help them. But not all dentists are like that. They have this mindset like selling is bad. Tell me your thoughts on that.
Well, I agree with you. I think the whole concept of speaking about money to many dentists is just really, really foreign. They don't like to talk about money. I love to talk about money. I have to get into where my patients' budgets are and help them make the right choices. We have choices that some of them cannot afford, but we do have financing in the office, so I have to know where they are. I can't be ashamed to say this particular case is $40,000. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm providing something that is of great value to them. They're making an investment, and I'm part of that investment.
I love the way you frame that. I mean, I have noticed that eating is one of people's favorite things to do, and not being embarrassed that your teeth are going to fall out. That's painful. And that's why I hope we inspire some dentists to think about this in a more positive way. I'll even share a quick story. So we have financing, we have a payment in full discount, we have financing, but I never really used those plans where we would finance it for a long time. But I tried one, and I actually learned myself it was my problem. I had this mother and daughter. They were able to get implant overdentures, transform their lives, and we had extended them a special financing program, and I was proud to do it. So even us dentists, we can learn that we have to, like you said, meet the patients where they are, find out their budgets, and just be proud we get to do that with them. So speaking of fun, Dr. Tom, dentists are people too. So if a dentist came down there and says, I want to work with your practice, I want to learn about implants, I think this is great, but after the day's over, what's something fun I can do in the area? What would you recommend to do?
Again, Branson is just 35 minutes away. So there's a lot of shows, entertainment. Maybe you're aware of it or not, but Branson is considered the second Nashville. I mean, we've got a lot of country music entertainers, but there have been a lot of different entertainers over the years that have made Branson their second home with their theaters there. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of shopping. There's rivers, lakes, mountains to climb. There's baseball. There's, you name it. We've got everything here that you could possibly. And one of the things, it's a more inexpensive place to live. Branson and Springfield are both lower taxes, less cost of living, and lower crime generally. We have a great place to live here. It's fresh air and a lot of happy people in the area.
Awesome. Well, this was a very inspiring interview. I'm so proud to have you as a Dentist Job Connect client. People can
Thank you.
text Springfield to 215-798-9897 to apply to this amazing position, or reach out to us at dentistjobconnect.com. Thank you so much for sharing with us, Dr. Tom.
Thank you, Dr. Goodman.